You guys, this piece of garbage human being is from Brazil. He's 32 years old. He was entrusted as an anesthesiologist to put people to sleep for surgery. Well, he did one of the most horrible things that you can do to a vulnerable person. A pregnant woman was given more drugs than she needed, and he R-worded her while the other people operating, the other staff, were on the other side of the curtain. So that is a bold criminal, isn't it? Listen to this story, you guys. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. So there was a woman in Brazil having a cesarean section, a C-section. And while she was under, do you guys know whenever the anesthetist is with the patient, there's generally a separation between where the surgery is happening and the head of the table. So the anesthetist was at the head of the operating table with this woman while she was having a C-section. She's sleeping, and this dirty dog puts his private area, his pee, in her mouth while she's under. But what he didn't know is that someone was recording him doing this. So let me read the article. It's on several sites and it has been vetted. It is true. A pregnant woman was allegedly R-worded by her anesthetist during a C-section. Giovanni Quintela Bezerra, 32, was arrested on suspicion of R-word after he was secretly filmed putting his pee in the woman's mouth after he heavily sedated her at the Hospital da Mulher in Rio de Janeiro. I can't pronounce those words, you guys. I'm sorry. Mr. Bezerra only completed his medical training in anesthesia 2 months ago, the Sun reported. Hospital staff were reportedly worried about the amount of drugs he was giving to his patients, so fitted a secret camera to see what he was up to. Oh, wow. They were horrified to see him SA-ing the woman as other doctors performed the C-section on her less than a meter away behind a surgical curtain. He reportedly assaulted her for almost 10 minutes. Clovis Bersot Munhoz, president of the hospital, said the alleged attack was absurd. Wow. The Health Foundation of the state of Rio de Janeiro and the Secretary of State for Health said, "We inform you that an internal investigation will be opened to take administrative measures. The hospital team is providing full support to the victim and her family. This behavior constitutes a crime, which must be punished in accordance with the legislative in force. Police are investigating whether the anesthetist has other victims and praised hospital workers for noticing his odd behavior." What a piece of shit. Wow, you guys. Because I've had health issues my entire life since I was a little child, I've had some bad things happen, but this is worse than anything that I could ever imagine. This poor woman, oh my gosh, how she must feel. And whenever something like that happens, she's going to have to be tested for diseases, and he will too, because what he did by putting his pee in her mouth, his penis in her mouth, you can catch hepatitis. be that way. All sorts of things. That's just one of the things. But all sorts
Of garbage human beings
sicknesses can be
is
passed on
from
like that.
Brazil.
So
He's
I hope
32
his
years
ass,
old.
excuse my language,
He
you
was
guys.
entrusted
I
as
hope
an
he goes to jail for a
anesthetist,
good long
anesthesiologist.
time. What do you guys think about this
put people to
garbage
sleep
guy
for
that
surgery.
did this?
Well,
Let me
he
know in the
did
comments.
one of the
It really
most
pisses me
horrible
off
things that you can do
that this person
to
was
a vulnerable
unconscious,
person. A pregnant
full of
woman
drugs, that he gave her
was
more than
given
she needed,
more drugs than she
and
needed,
he took advantage of her in that
and
way.
he
Let's talk about it in the
R-worded her.
comments.
While
Let me know what
the
you think
other
and what you think should
people
be done with
operating,
him.
the other
But
staff
let's not
were on
use
the
any
other side
foul
of the
language
curtain.
because YouTube is
So
watching.
that is a
Thank
bold
you guys.
criminal, isn't it?
Don't forget to like,
Listen
share,
to this story,
and
you
comment.
guys. Don't forget,
And look,
like,
look
share,
at the photo
and
where the
subscribe.
police
Thank you.
officer is handcuffing him. He has the nerve to look upset, doesn't he? Oh, wow.